You've seen aces and trophies, but have you seen top players lose their minds in real time? Let's move on to number 8. Fabio Fognini's $96,000 tantrum at the 2017 US Open. He insulted a female umpire, got suspended mid-tournament, and nearly torched his career in Italian.
Out.
No.
New York, 2017, a hot-blooded Italian, a Grand Slam stage. But what happens when emotions combust into unforgivable words? Fabio Fognini, already known for his volatile behavior, crosses a line during a first-round US Open loss to fellow Italian Stefano Travaglia. Frustrated, furious, and unraveling, Fognini launches a tirade at a female chair umpire not in English, but in coarse Italian. 3 days later, the USTA suspends him from the tournament, making him the first player in over 2 decades to be booted out after a match. The fine? A brutal $96,000, one of the largest ever handed out for verbal abuse. He loses ranking points, sponsorship deals take a hit, and his reputation sinks. Some reporters say he got off easy. Why? Because Fognini, ranked world number 22 at the time, had already racked up multiple code violations in the same match. It wasn't just a meltdown, it was a pattern on display. And this time, the ATP said, enough. Incredibly, he later apologized and got married to Flavia Pennetta, a US Open champion herself. Number 7. Marcos Bagdatis destroys 4 rackets in under 30 seconds, 2012 Australian Open. He didn't just smash one, he lined them up and annihilated 4 like a rage-fueled assembly line. Melbourne, 2012. Marcos Bagdatis, the smiling Cypriot, usually the fan favorite, is playing Stan Wawrinka in the second round, but his smile fades fast. Down 2 sets, trailing in the third, something snaps. At the changeover, Bagdatis grabs his racket and slams it into the court. But that's just the beginning. He rips open his tennis bag, pulls out racket number 2, boom. Then number 3, then number 4, 4 rackets obliterated in a single minute, and one of them hadn't even been unwrapped yet. It's a meltdown, so theatrical it plays like performance art. The Australian crowd? They gasp, then laugh nervously. Commentators are stunned. Why did Bagdatis go nuclear? Some blame the heat, others the pressure of declining form. But in hindsight, this was a window into a career that had been slowly unraveling since his 2006 runner-up finish. That match? He lost in 4 sets. The fine? $1,250 per racket, totaling $5,000. Worth it? Maybe because the clip went viral and gave Bagdatis a legacy moment, even if it wasn't the one he wanted. Number 6. Nick Kyrgios goes full berserk. 2022 US Open double racket smash. 1 match lost. 2 rackets dead. 24,000 fans watching live, and not a single soul could look away. The 6th of September, 2022. Arthur Ashe Stadium is packed. Kyrgios, coming off a Wimbledon final and arguably in the form of his life, faces Russia's Karen Khachanov in the quarterfinals. He loses in a dramatic 5-set war, 7-5, 4-6, 7-5, 6-7, 6-4, but what comes after steals the headlines. As they shake hands, Kyrgios walks calmly to his bench, then savagely spikes his racket onto the court. It bounces high, splinters fly. He pulls out another and crushes that one too with a double-handed slam that echoes through the stadium. The second racket hadn't even been used. The crowd roars. Cameras zoom in. Social media explodes. Why so furious? He had 32 aces. He outplayed Khachanov in total points 164-157. He even broke serve first in the 5th set. But sloppy errors and missed chances, especially 2 breakpoints in the final game, broke him mentally. He's fined $14,000, the highest of the tournament. Number 5. David Nalbandian's kick turns violent. 2012 Queen's Club final, line judge injury. 1 angry kick, 1 gashed leg, 1 final instantly over. The 17th of June, 2012, the prestigious Queen's Club final in London. Nalbandian, a former Wimbledon finalist, is facing Marin Cilic. Midway through the 2nd set, after losing a breakpoint, he snaps. Furious, he turns and kicks a wooden advertising board beside the line judge's chair. The board smashes, and with it, blood spurts from the judge's shin. The line judge, 4-year-old Andrew McDougall, winces as medics rush over. Blood stains his sock. Nalbandian stands in disbelief. Within seconds, the referee walks onto court. No debate. Nalbandian is disqualified on the spot, handing Cilic the title in the most bizarre finish the tournament has ever seen. The Argentine storms out, later blaming ATP pressure. He forfeits pound 44,000-inch prize money and receives an pound 8,000 fine alongside a police investigation for assault. And yet, he's not the only young star whose anger led to real, physical injury and a legacy-altering consequence. Number 4. Denis Shapovalov's smash hits the umpire in the eye. 2017 Davis Cup disaster. One swing too many, one eye shattered, one career nearly derailed. The 5th of February, 2017 Ottawa. 19-year-old Canadian prodigy Denis Shapovalov faces Kyle Edmund in a crucial Davis Cup rubber. He's frustrated, down 2 sets, nothing's working. Then he slams a ball in rage. But the ball doesn't just fly. It rockets into umpire Arnaud Gabis's face, hitting him square in the eye. He stumbles back, stunned. Glasses shattered, blood visible, silence. The arena freezes. Within seconds, Shapovalov is defaulted. Canada loses the match. The umpire is rushed to the hospital with a fractured orbital bone, eventually requiring surgery in France. The fallout? Brutal. Shapovalov issues a tearful apology. The ITF slaps him with a $7,000 fine, and media outlets question his composure and future. That moment lives in infamy, not for malice, but for recklessness. It taught tennis a hard truth. Frustration and power, when mixed, can turn deadly. But if you think this was shocking, bonus entry, smash of the century, Mikhail Youzhny's self-destructive outburst. Miami Open 2008. Ever seen a tennis player bleed from their own rage? Mikhail Youzhny made it happen mid-match, mid-rally, mid-collapse. It's the 3rd round of the 2008 Miami Open. Youzhny, known for his tactical play and composed demeanor, suddenly combusts after missing a crucial point. But instead of smashing his racket on the ground, he directs the fury at himself. He slams his racket against his forehead, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Blood immediately pours down his face. The crowd gasps, commentators fall silent, trainers rush in with towels. He doesn't withdraw, he doesn't apologize, he wipes the blood, regathers himself, and somehow wins the match. The incident goes viral, one of the earliest YouTube tennis meltdowns to truly explode. It earns Youzhny the nickname Captain Blood and sets a twisted new standard for tennis rage. He later joked, "The racket won that fight." But fans still remember that image, a warrior punishing himself, leaving behind a court stained with frustration and crimson. Number 3. John McEnroe's legendary explosion, "You cannot be serious." Wimbledon 1981.
Cannot be serious! That ball was on the line!
One line call, one shout, and one phrase that became bigger than the match. Wimbledon 1981. John McEnroe, young, gifted, furious. He's playing Tom Gullickson in the first round when a serve is called out. To everyone else, it's a standard umpire decision. To McEnroe, it's personal. He storms the net and unleashes a now iconic explosion. "You cannot be serious. That ball was on the line." Chalk flew up. The umpire stays stone-faced. But McEnroe keeps going, smashing his racket, insulting the officiating, refusing to back down. Wimbledon fines him $1,500. Broadcasters replay the clip for decades. And the phrase becomes so famous, McEnroe names his autobiography after it. Despite the chaos, he wins that match and goes on to win the entire tournament, defeating Bjorn Borg in the final. But his rage became legend. McEnroe didn't just argue. He changed how tennis was watched: loud, dramatic, unpredictable, and yet, as wild as McEnroe was, the next meltdown involved blood, a kicked board, and a disqualification that made Queen's Club history. Number 2. Serena's semifinal storm, "I'll shove this ball down your throat." US Open 2009. A foot fault sparks a fury that ripples through the sport and ends a Grand Slam dream. It's the 2009 US Open semifinal. Serena Williams, chasing her 12th Grand Slam, is down match point against Kim Clijsters. Then the call, foot fault. A minor infraction, massive impact. She storms toward the line judge, racket in hand, voice shaking with rage. "I swear to God, I'll shove this F-ing ball down your throat." The entire stadium freezes. Clijsters stands back. The judge looks terrified. A code violation is issued. It's match point. That single penalty hands Clijsters the victory. Serena is fined $10,500. The moment becomes a viral sensation, broadcast on every major network. And for the first time, Serena's dominance is overshadowed by her volcanic meltdown. Even in tennis, where emotion runs hot, this crossed a line. Yet it set the stage for another meltdown just a year later involving a number. One player, a stray ball, and a shocking disqualification. And finally at number 1, Novak Djokovic disqualified the ball that ended his Slam US Open 2020. One flick of frustration, one accidental hit, one Grand Slam dream gone in an instant. It's the 4th round of the 2020 US Open. Djokovic is undefeated that season. He hasn't lost a match all year. But as tension builds against Pablo Carreño Busta, frustration brews. He misses a break point, he pulls a ball from his pocket, and with a careless swing, he sends it flying behind him. Seconds later, disaster. The ball hits a lineswoman in the throat. She gasps, collapses. Djokovic rushes over in shock. But it's too late. Within minutes, officials default him from the match. The tournament's top seed, disqualified. No warning, no second chance, just disbelief. This isn't just about a single match, this is Novak's shot at his 18th Grand Slam. A golden opportunity obliterated in silence. The world reacts instantly, headlines explode, fans split, Djokovic issues a public apology. It's the only Grand Slam in modern history where a world number 1 is defaulted mid-tournament. And just like that, the perfect season ends not with a loss, but with a line judge gasping for breath. That was tennis like you've never seen it, raw, reckless, and unforgettable. Hit subscribe if you're brave enough for the next video.